What's up, fool? What's up, everybody? Felipe Esparza right here. Martinrizo right here.
What's up, bros? Oh, there I am. Hey.
He told me he don't want Rodrigo around him no more, so we gotta separate them now.
I feel very threatened. No.
Yeah, man, they were tied on that couch, so we have to make room. Also, man, we're gonna move our show to Patreon.
All of it or just some of it?
No, probably when the last half of the show, like we're gonna try to keep the show to like 45 minutes, 44, and then the next 30, it'll be like hanging out.
Oh, and people
talking shit, and then people could call us, and we'll chit chat with them, and we're gonna give away Patreon prizes, bro. Like one of the main one is gonna be like to sit down and on our What's Up Fool podcast and just shut the fuck up, you know, and don't say a goddamn thing. Don't say a goddamn thing.
Just listen, like
Just
be a
listen.
fan.
Bro, we have our guest right now, man, all the way from Crenshaw, Gerald Strawberry, people.
Hey, how's it going?
Daryl Strawberry.
Martin, how's it going, brother? Hey, how's it going?
What's your name?
Martin, how's it going?
Martin, what's up, man? You
What's
can sit right
up?
there.
Yeah, okay.
Oh shit, there you got the money.
Where's the camera?
Hell yeah,
Hey,
man.
They owe me this. It's cracking, brother. Give me a hug.
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. What's up, boo?
There's a little clip for your microphone. He can help you. You don't have to use the headphones. Well, child, man, we got that chair from the Eric Andre show, so you might fall over.
A whole bunch of nut stains on the chair. So.
I'll definitely sue Eric.
Nut stains? Oh shit.
That's the casting couch, bro.
Right here. There's a
So you
classic.
scared, bro, that Puff Daddy's gonna come out of prison and you've been talking all that shit about him?
He's gonna come out of prison? Like he's not? Wait, really?
He's been acquitted, bro. He's gonna be out.
Whoa, dude, that's a lot of people have been
They
talking
got him
shit
for
like 50 Cent,
all they
bro.
got him for is like transporting hoes, like transporting prostitution.
I mean, I used to transport hoes when I used to do Lyft. Like, hookers, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so it's not my fault. I
But
didn't know.
see, that's where the trafficking
thing I
come in.
said.
Once you, like, if you were to get a prostitute in California and then drive her to Vegas to have sex with her, boom, trafficking,
Really?
because you're going through traffic.
Oh, okay. I'm trafficking.
But also, too, man, that's how they got Iceberg Slim. Is when he took his hoes to other states, to a hoe, that was trafficking.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Bringing his hoes from San Fran down to L.A.
Yeah,
But
man.
it's the same. It's the same
But wait,
state.
that's the same state, though.
That's a different, that pimp is called Fremont something.
Yeah. Greyhound pimping.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite pimp, by the way. That pimp. He's from Fremont.
Yeah.
I think from San Francisco.
Yeah.
It sounds like a vegetable.
Pimp hose down. That fool said that. I remember one time I went to LA for a little convention, and all the pimps showed up from everywhere. They took 7 of my bitches. That's okay, you know.
They got drafted.
I made a phone call, and then I brought my top
My
7
A-game.
bitches. I brought my 7 bitches. Those were they took my 7 bottoms. I
Yeah.
brought my 7 bad bitches, flew them out. Not only did I took my 7 hoes back, I took all their bitches back with me to San Francisco.
Really?
Yeah, your mom was there. That's
Hey. So LA County, there's like a battle going on because people say that the hoes on Figueroa Street are hotter than the ones in Pomona, which is on Holt Street.
You been to Figueroa? There's a lot of prostitution there.
I've been there, but I've been holeless for at least 14 years now. I've given up. I've retired from the game.
Oh, you're married. Your daughter's what, 9 now?
Yeah, man, 9 and 6.
Oh, congratulations.
Send her a picture of the green room.
Take a picture of the green room.
Maybe she wants to see it.
Nah, this? Well, my wife will.
Hey,
She want to know
for
if I'm
proof.
actually over
Yeah.
here. Hell yeah.
Therefore, that's a birthday party to be here, bro.
Cause she like, wait a minute. You
That
going
sounds
over there-
suspicious,
You
even
going
though,
over
yeah.
there
Bro.
twice?
He left a birthday party to be here, bro. That's like some side hoe shit right
That
there.
is some side quiz, side hoe shit. Yeah, you gotta, yeah.
Well, the way I see it, it was my birthday. It was my daughter's 7th birthday,
Oh,
and
man. They never,
she'll
you
have
can never
plenty
get
more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was winding down.
She's
you know.
sleepy.
all the mom hoes were leaving. You know what I mean?
Oh, the mama.
So it was just me left with my wife and my kids. I was like,
So-
I'm out.
Oh, because I mean, the party started earlier then.
Oh yeah.
Because we think it's gonna go on all night, but it's not. Yeah.
Bro, we started this party at the mall with Lilo and Stitch. Leo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and
Yeah.
Stitch. So I had to
Leo
see
and
that.
Stitch.
I had to see that today.
This
Then I
is
had to
summer
go
for her?
shopping. Yeah, they out, man.
Summertime,
It's
yeah.
July the
Hey,
2nd, sir.
Bro, you don't know anybody in your family that ever had a birthday party during the week, huh?
It's always been the weekends. Yeah, it's a
Everybody's
weekend.
working.
Yeah.
Huh?
You know, I mean, summer you could do it, but you know what I hate about now? Like, kids start school in August now.
Yeah.
We used to start school in September.
September.
Yeah.
September 3rd, right after Labor Day.
Yeah.
It's so hot in August, dude.
And not only that, if you putting them in a private school, they still want those checks every month.
Whoa.
So they collect the money when they're not even in school.
No
Hell
way.
yeah. So it's tough, bro.
You go to private school?
Yeah, my girls.
Shit, my son went to Pacoima Junior High School.
Oh yeah.
Isaac
dude.
Hayes.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
That's
Miklo.
Lisa's son. Isaac.
Oh, yeah.
Miklo,
How old is your son now?
21.
Grown ass man. See, you did it right. I did it wrong.
Happy late birthday, bro. His birthday June 12th.
Yes, sir. Gemini
birthday.
season.
June 11, baby. What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're a June baby too.
Man, we almost drug Henry Winkler at the airport.
You drugged Henry. You
almost.
drugged the Fonz at the airport.
Bro, that's funny. Hey.
Yeah.
Turn up his microphone.
Yeah. Hit
Nah,
the.
we saw him at the where we see him? Some airport. I was like, is that the Fonz? And then
Henry Winkler.
Henry Winkler.
Where was he going?
I don't know. I think we were on an army tour.
Oh, he was coming from a like a Comic Con or some kind of con, and he was trying to mail all those heavy ass books he couldn't carry.
Felipe went and got behind him when he wasn't paying attention and got behind him, and I was like just taking pictures. I'm walking by like.
You got secret selfies.
Yeah, I heard that him and I we did an army tour in America, bro. Like 30,
Army bases.
all of them, bro. Like
Like,
places
like-
you never even heard of, bro. Like
But
towns.
they didn't have Confederate Army names because they was all up north.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Except the one in the south where they build helicopters.
Oh yeah.
That was in Odessa.
Oh, that's right, bro.
Odessa or
We
Eldorado.
pulled over in a cotton field and took some pictures.
Yeah.
Picking cotton.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We saw a cotton field, bro.
That's crazy.
Because that's the thing about Army bases. They're not gonna put it like right downtown. That
No.
shit is in the sticks.
It's like the corner of like the main city,
Yeah.
and like. So like, did you guys see like so the people were just happy to watch comedy, like the troops? Or
Bro, they were happy. Some of them were all.
Yeah.
They were like a bunch of veterans. We went that place we're talking about with the Black Hawks, bro. When we got to the town,
That's
there was
right, we
nothing
did-
there, bro. There
we
was like
did
a
do
Chinese
Southern Line.
restaurant,
Yeah.
and all the menu was like in Sharpie, and it was open. She said they wrote open.
and
we drove,
the
bro,
only word
like-
they knew, bro.
In the middle of the woods, bro, like in the middle of nowhere.
Boys in the
and,
woods.
And they gave us our own house to stay in.
Yeah.
A cabin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a cabin with a mosquito porch.
Airbnbs before Airbnbs.
We were in a base though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were on a base, but in our own houses.
Really?
Yep. And they said, don't leave the base. You get off this base, you ain't getting back on. So don't leave the base.
How long were you guys performing at those bases? Like
Like we might come in the night before.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So to make sure that we there, we would come in the night before and then perform the next night. But sometimes we was on flights. Sometimes we was in Driving, yep.
So the people there, were they able to go out on the weekends to go to the bars and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah,
Get fucked?
yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Huh?
Yeah.
They all work inside the like regular retired people. Like when I was getting a soda and a popcorn from the snack bar, the guy told me that he was a photographer during the first Gulf War,
Damn.
but now he's making slushies.
Hey, dude, that's an upgrade. Yeah.
Man, we about to go to war for real.
Oh yeah,
I mean, we
dude.
already at war. We start so
We're
many-
always at war.
We always at war. We start so many proxy wars and fund so many wars. And then when the shit is really public and shit hit the fan that they can't control it, then that's the stuff we see on the news.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm scared.
There's always like they changed the name. Like when I was a little kid, it was the conflict in the Middle East.
Sounds like a movie, dude. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Or they have the disturbing thing happened in the Middle East. When we were kids, it was Beirut,
Yep.
Gaddafi,
Gaddafi.
yeah,
Libya.
Lebanon.
Really?
Libya, and Beirut. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other place starts with a C, with an S. Syria.
Syria. Yeah.
Are you Syria?
Everybody gets to bomb Syria, though. Every president that
You
comes
have
in
to.
has to drop at least one bomb on Syria.
It's like a rite of passage.
What
You gotta test them out.
In my opinion, presidents drop bombs on countries that they know can't do shit,
Yeah,
but
countries
they're
like,
letting China and Russia know we will drop a bomb.
yeah.
We're reminding China and Russia that we will drop bombs.
It's like punching that weak person. We could do this to you.
We the only country, other than Russia. Now, Russia just want their land back. But when has China just dropped bombs on people? Never.
Never right now.
Never.
Though.
But they got more advanced military shit than we do.
They do, and they don't show it out.
They'll never do it, man. That shit just sitting there collecting dust.
They'll get it with other stuff like the little spinners, bro.
Oh, the
Get
fidget
everybody
spinners,
confused.
bro. They do.
How much money do you think they made, bro? Those
So
little
much
spinners.
money in 2017. I was one of those
What's a
suckers.
spinner?
The
Remember,
fidget
you used to
spinners.
put it on your thing right there on your finger, you start spinning it.
Oh,
Fidget spinners, like they-
Chinese killed the game with that, bro.
2007 You sold
They were
merch.
everywhere. I saw
Dude.
it
yeah.
You sold Felipe merch with the fidget spinners, dude. I had one.
briefly. Yeah, everybody.
Briefly.
It was crazy,
It
right?
was the crazy
And
2017.
then when they came out with the Pokemon cards in the beginning before the cartoon, it was over.
Dude, summer 2017 fidget spinners were crazy. Remember like those little like.
Bro, the Chinese people, they told us to don't buy pets. Buy a watch with a pet on it.
Yes, dude. I
The
had
Digidog.
the Gigapets. Yeah.
Gigapets.
Tamagotchi.
Bro, they're not gonna bomb us. They just confuse us with shit.
Yeah.
All right, you want to bomb us? We're gonna give you Gigapets. Bro, I remember I had that little dog. Bro, my brother would fall asleep, and when he's sleeping, I would overfeed his dog, bro, to kill that motherfucker.
Yo,
bro.
no. I'm
It's a watch.
Yeah.
I would transfer his food to my dog because he was hungry.
And it makes sense too, because if China like destroyed us, they wouldn't make money. They need our money. you
Yeah,
know?
bro.
Yeah,
you can't really go to war with.
How you gonna
the
go
United
to war
States
with the only country that buys our coal?
that buys all your shit?
Temu.
Our
fucking-
coal. We don't use coal, but they buy all the coal, bro.
Yeah.
Like they actually use coal for electricity over there. They have a bunch of little Chinese food, bro. They do it just to shovel it in to keep all the China lit up.
Like China, know they don't want it.
Yeah.
They don't want it, bro.
They don't. Yeah.
Because they need us for their economy, but they do want Taiwan, and we don't want them to have that shit. They want Taiwan.
Because Taiwan makes a lot of stuff too, bro. Made in Taiwan.
I buy stuff off Temu and fucking. Yeah, dude.
But that's what's irritating for other countries about the United States. We the only country in the world that got military bases off the coast of everybody we don't fuck with.
That's true.
Like there ain't no French base here in the United
There's
States.
not, right?
There's no China base. But we
Whoa.
in Germany, we in the Middle East, we off the coast of China, we off the coast of Japan, we everywhere. We inside countries
Bro.
with our own foreign embassy and
like
our
a-
own base.
Like a Starbucks, bro.
Wanna know why?
Because we're like the whack and hut security of all these countries.
We are the LA Fitness.
Yeah. Where?
There's a LA
No.
Fitness.
Without
Or
those
24
bases,
Hour Fitness.
without those bases in those countries, we wouldn't have no comedy military gigs to do.
Oh yeah, dude, that's true.
And
yeah.
we need the USO tours.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
You've been to gigs out of the country, right?
Yeah.
Because that was the only military gig I ever did. I've never been out of the country where they give you a helmet.
Dude, I remember when I was a kid, I was watching WWE and they're in Iraq and all the wrestlers were wearing helmets because they're entertaining the troops out there.
Sergeant Slaughter, he brought his own helmet in.
Yeah, he was ready, bro.
But you done overseas gigs?
Yeah.
Where?
London and
But for the
South
army?
Africa. No, just some different stuff,
Oh.
man. Some like
I thought you said military
comedy
gigs out
around
of
the
town.
world and all that stuff. The only military gigs I've done, I've never been overseas to a military base,
Neither have I.
but I've been to places where I've gone to bases and I've seen the military there, and I'm like, we're in trouble.
Really?
Because,
It's not up
bro,
to
they
the-
look younger than you, bro. they literally look like babies.
Oh man, well we were going to a show one night. Finesse, me and the other comic, and we saw a random couple get married, bro, by a guy who's just a captain there. And they were just standing together, and the guy married them right there, bro. Because they wanted to have sex, probably. They couldn't do it because they were Christians.
It was like the
He
religion.
married them right there, dog. Like in the fucking lunch hall, bro.
Right.
And they were so horny then. I've been that horny before.
So you get married?
No, I got baptized into a different religion.
What religion?
Mormonism. Is that how you say
You're
it?
a Mormon?
Half. I mean, I don't really. I just wanted to have sex with the chick. I was born a Catholic, I think. I don't know what I am,
So
dude.
you have to buy a 10-speed and shit?
Yeah, 10 speed. I had to learn how to knock on doors, bro.
Yeah.
That's the Latter-day Saints, right?
Yes, yeah.
And
They're nice people.
They don't believe in having like the Jesus Christ, because Catholics are all fucking like, you gotta show like how graphic it is, But it was just like a cross.
Yeah, the Mormons believe that Jesus Christ was in Utah.
They believe in Joseph Smith, who was a prophet, and I guess God appeared somewhere in the forest. Yeah, somewhere in the forest, and like
And
it sounds like a lie, bro.
God spoke to him like Moses, and gave him plates.
Yeah, golden plates. Like he dug them up and like really.
And then he transcribed them to English. And then when he got home, his wife broke him, huh?
Yeah, it's a weird story, bro. I remember listening to him, dude. Like
it's on South Park.
Like Jesus really went all the way from Jerusalem to fucking like, even dude, fucking. It's far, bro. Even for a guy who has magic, you know what I mean?
I went on a rabbit hole on this because of that show.
It's
it's
a racist. Back in the day,
Which show you about to say?
The Netflix show when the Mormons are going at it with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yellowstone.
Brigham Young was a motherfucker.
Yeah, that one.
He he had his own little army and country inside of Utah, and the U.S. government treated him like that.
Yeah,
was asking him for permission to do shit inside of Utah.
Yeah, the last time when I was watching Fargo and there was a Mormon guy on the show, he goes, "Last time I checked, he goes, there's a murder on you guys, because they were kicked out of St. Louis, Missouri, for Mormonism. That's why they made their way all the way to Utah."
See, the thing about those people, the brothers, they're called hermanos. They're cool people,
Yeah.
The people that spread the word. Because I dated a girl who was Mormon. That's why I got baptized, And these guys.
You did a girl?
Or
you dated
her. And I did her.
They didn't, those people over there didn't think that you were just gonna get laid.
Right.
So those people, they get forced to go on missions, like the brothers.
Yeah.
So they get forced by their families to go on missions, and these people will go like to different countries to convert people. So like.
Wait, you just gonna ignore that question though?
What?
You heard what he asked.
Did I did her?
No. They didn't think he was just trying to get laid.
They knew I was trying to get laid. They knew I was trying to get laid.
Went to a different subject.
So when you're in that religion, there's steps. Like you get into the church, and after that, they send you to different countries to convert other people. Mm-hmm. And this one guy I met, he was this one white guy who got sent to fucking Mexico, and he said, "Bro, I had the best tacos out there, but I drank the water and I got fucked up." And he was out there for 2 years in Mexico. He was like the only white guy. They're nice people, but it's not my religion.
Anytime we're a religion, like, I guess we're all religious.
To a point, yeah.
To a point.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. If you were born Baptist, Christian, Catholic, or Muslim, or Jewish, even if you say, or Mormon, or fucking the people who don't use electricity.
The Amish
and poor people.
Oh no!
Even if they leave that religion, if they leave that religion, they ain't fucking around no more. If someone, they ain't gonna throw that Bible away no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what, they're gonna toss that Bible out the window, bro. Ever.
Because you feel like, oh, this is
Oh,
like
you're never
sacrilegious,
gonna
bro.
flip off the church when you pass by.
Nah, dude.
You're never gonna write a cross with somebody peeing on it, because in the back of your head, you're like, hey, they still come get me, bro.
Yeah.
The devil might drag me in the middle of the night still, for fucking around,
Right.
I would just stay cool and shit, and just not commit crimes and be a nice guy.
Yeah.
You were born Baptist or what? Or Jehovah's Witness?
Christian?
Yeah. AME,
Pentecostal?
African Methodist Episcopalian.
Oh, people who yell, huh?
AME.
They hold snakes?
No.
Thanks. Whoa, what the heck?
No.
Where were you born?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Oh, cool. Hell yeah, dude.
Everything Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
The Hawks, the Braves, the Falcons.
And you guys have Bojangles out there.
We got Bojangles.
Bojangles.
There's
shout
a
out.
that's what you say in Spanish, Bojangles.
Chick-fil-A started there.
Really?
Yeah.
He's never had he's been vegan for like,
Never had Chick-fil-A.
I'm gonna bring you some fries. I said that last time, but.
He keep telling people he's vegan. We went to In-N-Out on the damn army tour.
I didn't eat.
Oh, you're
didn't
vegan
eat.
already at the
We
time?
went to 9 Waffle Houses.
I didn't eat.
Waffle Houses is good.
Just pancakes, bro.
Bro.
Bro,
So,
Still vegan.
they're finally building a Bojangles here in LA.
Are they?
I'm waiting for it. I'm excited.
Felipe, you still vegan?
Yeah, man. Every once in a
be
while I
tough.
slip, bro. Like if I'm I only eat cheese. Like if I'm out of the country, bro, because I trust their cheese better.
Yeah.
Because they don't use like chemicals and their cows are not injected with hormones.
A free
So
lapse.
I don't shit on myself when I'm over there. But over here, as soon as I eat a regular grilled cheese, I'm done, bro. I'm running for the border. I'm shitting on myself.
Like you can relapse in other countries.
You
but
been to
out here-
Amsterdam?
No, bro. I never
No,
been.
damn. There's a comedy club over there in Rotterdam. But have you done Montreal Comedy Festival?
But tell me about Amsterdam.
Oh, we did Blaze. And
Wait,
we hung
do people
out.
still think I'm Daryl Strawberry?
No, this Mitchell.
Yeah, the people stuff.
I'm like, wait a minute. I just thought about something.
Yeah,
Oh.
from the beginning.
Because there was a guy, his name is Marcel Hogg, I think. And he used to go to Montreal and he used to book comics there to do a TV show in Rotterdam. And you would do it like, you go to like 3 days before and you would do like the television show. It was called Ramanes Land. And it was like a late night talk show with a Dutch guy from Suriname. His name was Raymond. And he would host the show and all Dutch. But then you go, now for the comedy, you both go out there, bro, and you do 8 minutes. They pay you, man. And then you fucking chill, bro, in Rotterdam.
Right.
I remember I
That
was
show's
watching
still out right now?
that show. When my show aired the next day, and I was watching it in one of those coffee houses, bro, chilling. And then I told somebody, change the channel, my mate, change the channel. And then they changed the channel, and my set was on, bro. It was in Dutch. Everybody was high-fiving me. They were giving me joints.
Uh,
What?
Nice.
It reminds me like that scene.
Well,
from-
anyways, that guy now doesn't book the comedy show now because the show's off the air. But he has a comedy club, and he books people there from LA, from everything.
Oh, he books foreigners.
When the last
Yeah.
time you performed overseas?
Last year I went to Melbourne, Australia, and Sydney.
How was that?
Good. And we did London. I did a show in London, 2 shows in London. And then I did a show in Amsterdam, a stand-up show. But I had a show in Ireland, but it got canceled, so we still kicked it there.
Hell yeah, dude.
Went to the Guinness factory. I drank non-alcoholic beer.
Whoa, dude.
Why?
I don't drink, bro. Oh, man, you don't want me low today.
I did. I went to Ireland, but to do Name That Tune.
Awesome. You were hosting it?
Nah, I was a contestant.
Oh.
I went against Rob Riggle. You know Rob Riggle?
Yeah, man. He's funny.
Funny, man. I got my ass kicked. It was so embarrassing. Like, you notice, you ding, dong, ding, ding. You like, and you be scared. I froze up every time. Like, I think I know this shit. Oh, shit, that's, what's the big girl name? And they were like, wait, what? Lizzo. It's like, so, yeah, I froze up. And we didn't even see that episode air, man. But I remember going over there. And with the crazy thing, I went over there and The first person I see, the elevator door is open, and I see Lil Jon.
Oh, really? In Ireland?
So apparently he was doing the show too, but on a different episode. Because I didn't know who I was going against until I actually got there and I saw Rob Riggle. But to just get over there and then you're like, man, this gonna suck. And then the first person I see is Lil Jon. I'm like, hell yeah! What you doing over here, Finesse? Yeah!
That's so cool.
How long were you in Ireland for?
About 4 days.
Oh, that's cool.
How was the
Super
food?
dope. It was great, man. I mean, I ate at the restaurant and then we went into town a little bit. But, you know, the grounds were so dope where we were staying. It was just like, man, I ain't going into the city. And then I'm like, what the fuck I come way over here for not to go into the city?
Yeah.
So,
You were in Dublin?
yeah. I forgot the name of the damn hotel I was in, but beautiful, beautiful. I need to, it's tough, man, when you got, I want to leave the country, but I don't want to leave my girls alone, you know. Not at this age. My wife will freak out.
And it's far away too. It's not like a different state. It's like across the fucking.
And then like the time difference, like 17 hours.
Yeah. Even here, when you go to like fucking from here to like, Florida, dude, or New York, it's like a 3-hour difference. It's fucking like.
Yeah, I don't mind that though.
You were just in Kansas City, right, with Rodrigo? Yes. How was the show? They packed?
It was fun. Not packed. A whole bunch of fans came out though from the podcast and the videos.
What's the name of your podcast?
This one. What's Up Food Podcast? Yeah.
Okay.
And it was fun. I went there a day early because my flight. So I was, because I'm a guy, I'm like, you know what? I don't need I don't need the whole expensive hotels the first night, because we got the second night was the A-Loft. Did I say
I like A-Loft.
A loft?
Yeah.
Nice hotel. So I was like, you know what? I'm a guy. I'm by myself. When you're with your woman, you pick a nicer hotel.
Yeah,
but,
DoubleTree.
Yeah, but when you're by yourself, you can do like the bare minimum.
They were a cookie, bro.
The bare minimum. So I saw this hotel, and it got good reviews on fucking Expedia. It was called American Inn.
What?
American Inn. The worst.
That's the only hotel I know that has a gas station, bro.
Right.
How the fuck do you know?
They saw fireworks, bro.
Dude, so the hotel, yeah, bro, it was the most, dude, it was the fucking
And that's
thing.
all USA, red, boy, and blue, right?
It was a Sinclair fucking gas station, the dinosaur bro, the worst hotel ever, dude. I guess it was good ratings because I guess you got the best hookers there. I don't know the fuck,
Where was it?
In Kansas City.
Were you in Kansas City proper, or you were in Missouri?
It was Missouri. Yeah, it was a hood part of Missouri.
Okay, so you're not in Kansas. You were in Missouri.
Right. Yeah, I'm not in Kansas.
You're like
anymore.
the border, huh?
Yeah. So like, I booked it because I'm like, I'm
How the fuck did you know that?
Did you party back in the day there?
No, because I know I've been to a similar gas station at that near San Diego.
Oh, dude. So it's funny. So I got there at night. I should have known it was a bad hotel because the option was non-smoking or smoking. That should have been the fucking. But I'm like, yeah, I don't smoke, of course, I get there, it smells like fucking cigarette smoke, like a whole bunch of like.
And wet,
I've never seen this is the most ghetto white people I've ever seen in my life, dude. Like hookers and stuff like that.
They're barefoot, huh?
Barefoot, dude, walk around the premises.
You've been there, dude. You know too much. You tell about yourself.
So
he said barefoot, huh? Her name was Helen, huh?
The white people that were there, they were wearing a tank top that looked like muumuus, huh?
Bro, I saw this one cowboy walking around with no shirt around the hallways. I was like, what? And like, it was like that from that movie. What's it called? The Florida Projects?
Yeah.
It was like that, and like it smelled like cigarettes. Even though I chose the non-smoking cigarettes room, it smelled like cigarettes. It was so bad. There was black mold, and I slept in my clothes. And I was like, I can't sleep. I was so pissed off. So I walked to the gas station too, because it was a liquor store too. So I bought 3 little, what was it called?
Brass knuckles, eh?
I bought 3 little shots, those little $1 bottles that you can get. It's a ghetto gas station.
Damn,
you can buy
depressing.
$1 fucking bottles, so
like John Candy and shit.
Yeah, it was like little Jack bottles. So I go in my room, I get buzzed. I'm by myself watching TV. So I feel better now because I'm happy enough. I ordered some Taco Bell and I just passed out, bro.
Chalk outline on the floor. Somebody.
It smelled nasty, bro. And the next day I was so happy because we went to the nice hotel.
You were in the first floor?
The worst. So like the windows down, the closed the whole time,
People tapping on the window.
Yeah.
Asking you for a cigarette.
It was like this, bro. This fucking curtain right here. I wasn't gonna keep.
I was still in a place like that where as soon as you checked in, we apologize, man. We're going through some construction. So I'm going to my room, bro, and I feel like going to a place where I'm gonna get assassinated, bro.
It felt like that, bro.
I walked through all the plastic. I went to they put out plastic
Yeah.
to paint.
Right.
A hallway with all plastic.
It was
Going
like
to my
American
room.
Psycho, bro.
Going to my room with no plastic.
It's always a fucked up hotel if when you open the door and you come out of your room and your car is right there.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
That's the worst, bro.
Two,
That's
if
the fucking worst.
The marquee says HBO and ESPN.
Yeah.
They advertising it like a perk. Like stay
Yeah,
here, HBO, ESPN.
We got.
Oh man! And then you're watching
shampoo.
that sign.
They got 2 channels.
Yeah, man. And you're watching that sign, going, "How come they didn't put we have clean rooms on top of HBO?"
Right.
And I was talking,
Stay here,
and I was talking to the
HBO.
comedian that came the next day. Rodrigo was like, those hotels are just fuck rooms. And the thing he told me, you know what's nasty about those hotel rooms? That people probably just go there. They don't go. When you're gonna fuck, you don't go underneath the blankets. They probably fuck on top of the blankets.
Right.
And so the maids walk in. They're like, oh, I don't have to fucking switch anything. So they just leave.
Right.
And bro, it was disgusting.
You laying on the actual shit that they just Febrezed.
Come on,
But
bro. You took chicks to dirtier rooms, bro.
Yeah, you supposed to get under the covers. That's where it's clean.
And dude, I should have I should have gone into the blanket.
You laying where the dog was laying, where everybody was fucking.
I stayed at a hotel like that in Medford, Oregon.
Really, that bad, dude?
Yeah, because when your flight gets
early there,
if you're flying to Humboldt, California, the airport is next to a cliff.
What?
So if it's too foggy, if it's too foggy, and then the pilot, like a young pilot, he might say, "Fuck this, it's too foggy," and take your ass to Medford, and then you're either gonna get on that flight and go back to LA, wherever the fuck it came from, or Seattle, or you're gonna fucking spend the night in Medford, and then when it clears up, they'll end up going again back to Humboldt County.
Damn.
So, bro, that hotel, dog, is how ghetto it was.
Tell me.
The next day, they're gonna have a comedy show there.
Inside in the lobby, bro?
Fuck that.
I mean,
But the hotel was connected to the restaurant, bro, where the comedy show is gonna be
this
at.
sounds like fucking the Jacksonville.
Across the street, food for less.
Really?
Yeah, food for less.
I love food for less.
So you know it's ghetto over there, bro.
Is it like the Comedy Zone?
No, bro, it's in Medford, and then but the airport gave us a shitload of vouchers to go eat at that restaurant.
Oh, that's perfect, dude.
So, dude, I felt like I was on a show Survivor because half of the airline that was in with us went to that hotel, and we're all like, "You got a room? Get a room?" And everybody just was like meeting up at the restaurant. "Hey, man, we're gonna end up driving to Humboldt. If you want to go with us, we could spare the ride." There's a chubby lady. If you we have room for an extra person. We're driving to Humboldt, right? Then I had a fan. 3 ladies, bro. They were all moms. They had kids. And they came up to me and they invited me. They offered me a ride to me and Rachel and Rodrigo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in a van. We have a big van.
This
guys.
sounds like the plot of Home Alone too.
Hell no. I told her I have a guy with no license and expired tag trying to get me right now.
Which I'm on my way, dude. That sounds like the storyline from Home Alone when homegirl gets to ride with John Candy in the van.
Yeah, man, but those comics. Sometimes I like to look at the headline and see who's coming, and I don't know who they were.
It's like a local guy.
But that room had been there forever. Later I saw that Toby Hicks was headlining there.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's just funny, man. Like I trip on people who have rooms like that, and like I never heard of it. Why are you hiding this room?
Right.
Why are you booking your sad ass press?
Or your agent just says like, "Yo, want you to, you want to play so and so club," and after like 25 plus years in the game, and you ain't heard of the club, and you go on the website and see who's coming and who's been there, and you ain't heard of none of these people. You like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, those are places where they book their homies.
Yeah,
they want to gatekeep.
It's one of those places where they bring you back for less.
Yeah.
Right. Even if you packed a room.
We saw you got you got a hand job from this one girl.
So you didn't see how packed it was? Yeah, man. Those are the people who missed their flight. They have free tickets. They were forced to watch the show.
How long you been doing comedy?
18 years.
18.
Yeah. It's crazy, yeah.
Felipe, how long you been doing comedy?
Man, 30, bro. Hard. What's up?
30.
Started in 2007, which is crazy to say that.
Started when I was 21, bro.
You're a little baby.
Started when I was like 27.
25.
26, 20.
I started in 94. I got started where I really started because when I really got serious, though, was 1996.
That's when I first started messing around with it.
Because I started, I think I first did stand-up in 94.
But you were still like young, so you were still hanging out with like regular, like your friends.
Like nobody was, like, and I was quiet, so I didn't really get to meet anybody, like, to tell me, like, direct me where to go.
Did you have long hair?
No, I was bald, bro. I looked like a fucking murderer, bro.
Cholo, homie.
I was bald, bro, and I had lumps on my head, so my head looked like a broken piggy bank.
I would say.
And I had like a rose, bro. You know, bro. Without this hair, bro, I look like I should be interviewed in that show, Mindhunter.
I would say.
What city? Where you start?
Los Angeles, man. I started at the Natural Fudge Theater on Fountain Avenue. First show I ever performed at. The Mooney Twins were there. Alonzo Bowden, Jamie Kennedy, Al Berman, Siente Levine, Ruben Quintana, Brian something. He's Ruben Quintana's friend.
Yeah.
Young Cats.
Miami Coconut Grove Improv.
Love that improv,
Miami
man.
Improv.
Shout out to the wait staff.
97. Open mic night. Won a joke contest. Thought I was a comedian after that. Dude told me to come back the next week. Bombed the next week because I didn't know you could do the same shit. I thought you just supposed to go up there and magic gonna happen again. And he was like, why didn't you do the shit you did last week? I was like, oh, I didn't know you could repeat yourself. He was like, yeah, you can fucking repeat yourself. But that's after I got booed, I was hooked after that. Chasing that first high from everybody going, who was that dude? Shit, 2000, that was 97, 2003, I was on SNL. Wow. Me and Kenan Thompson sitting there looking at each other like, we did this shit, man.
That's so cool.
We in New York City.
That's so cool, man. That is what. When you just started stand-up, you stood in Atlanta or you went to New York?
I started in Miami because I went to the University of Miami.
Oh, that's when you were in college when you did it.
Played football.
You're a Gator, right?
No, I'm a Miami Hurricane.
I know, just joking.
Is that the same college that The Rock went to?
Yeah, we played football together.
That's so fucking cool.
You played football?
Mm-hmm.
You
With
were
The Rock, bro.
Yeah.
You were in the Miami Hurricanes?
Yes, sir.
With what's her name too, right? The guy that was in the Raiders, and he did ESPN, and he played for the Buccaneers. Not Emmett. He was a good
Raiders.
one. He played for the Raiders later, but when they were in the Super Bowl, he was a Buccaneer, and then he played the Raiders. Warren Sapp, yeah. You play with him?
That's my boy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. I just got through talking to Rohan Marley the other day because he sent me a drop for my comedy special. I was telling everybody to send me drops. Yo, Finesse Mitchell dropping his new comedy special. But Rohan, man, he's a Marley. You know what I mean? He's Bob Marley's son. So just to I don't know. He like a cultural icon now. And he don't even do music. All his brothers and shit do music. All the kids do music. But Rohan's just that dude, man. But yeah, man, Miami, that was a good place to do comedy because it wasn't a lot of comedians. But it was 3 clubs. Miami Improv, Dania Beach or Fort Lauderdale Improv, and then West Palm Beach Improv. So then they had all the other rooms. So you got like 8 rooms.
Tampa, right? They didn't have that one when you were around?
Yeah, but that's Tampa like 3 hours away.
That's just far, yeah.
Yeah. Boca Raton, all that stuff. Yeah, man.
Oh, I did that room, bro, across the street from a Burger King.
Boca Raton? Yeah. You remember all the places you've been, huh?
Yeah, man. I remember places I was at with no car.
But the weird thing is he's like, yeah, I remember that because across the street was a food for less.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah,
because
across
the curtains in this hotel was like he remembers it for a weird reason, but not because of the gig.
It's funny you say that because my first time in Pittsburgh at the Improv, it was 2011. I had One Last Comic Standing, and I was like, I was doing what?
You won Last Comic Standing?
Yeah, 2010.
Okay.
I was on a Last Comic Standing tour, 85 cities, right? Mm-hmm. And when I won Last Comic Standing, of course, the NBC heads, the main ones, they put me to the side and said that you came in here with no no agent and whatever. And they told me, you don't really owe commission to anybody for the 85 city tour. You know, your agent, he got the 10% for the winning the money, but your agent is not a
touring agent.
He's not a touring agent, and he also doesn't book shows legally. He's for TV and movies, right?
Right.
So once I knew that, and then my agents knew that I knew that, they book shows outside of, like, if I'm gonna be in Tennessee, Nashville, they'll book me at a show an hour away that was legally that wouldn't affect the tour.
Right.
So I would do a one-nighter on a Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, all the way up to the Last Cast Standing show.
Right.
So I would do
just to try to get that commission from Last Comic
No,
Standing?
not to spread me around.
Yeah. Oh.
To get a commission and to spread me around to see if I could sell out this place. Bro, DC, I couldn't believe it, bro. I have never been there in my life, and I went there on a Tuesday and the show was sold out.
Damn, dude.
I was so happy I bought some Lucky jeans. Bro,
Yeah.
they had never,
bro.
and everybody was so happy. I remember the valet guys, they're from Peru or somewhere. They were talking all fat. Papá, usted trajo tanta lana para un martes, compa.
You brought a lot of
He
money.
said that you brought a lot of money because I guess there was a lot of valet. And
Right.
I was happy, bro. And then I hope Maximini, he directed your special.
He directed the special.
So Maximini had booked me in Bethesda with Isai, right? You know Isai?
You guys did that show. I
Yeah,
remember,
we did a show in Bethesda. So that did a show, and I was like top 6 in Bethesda.
it was like
I was just supposed to go to Bethesda.
Oh shit.
Me and Tisha Campbell from Martin.
Yeah.
Teacher,
Gina.
wow.
I'm teaching her
My
comedy
wife and
now.
kids, yeah.
So now she's like, she got like a good 30 minutes. So
Wow.
so outside of my touring, I do this Damn Gina. We call it Damn Gina from like the Martin show.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, people been coming out. It's been good shows. But just to watch her is also a
That's cool, man.
testament to how good I am at, getting somebody ready for the stage. But man, she's so ahead of the game, bro, as far as just like her stage presence and the way she delivered the material. So yeah, bro, it's like just pivoting, trying to find a way to stay excited about shows and touring and leaving home and stuff.
That'll be a funny show, huh? Like he's over there helping Gina be funny, and I'm over here, bro, trying to teach Mario Lopez a stand-up gig, and you're trying to teach a fucking Instagrammer, bro, how to be funny. Lalo Rodriguez, Leo Rodriguez.
Yeah,
Fucking-
yeah.
See, and Mario Lopez, that guy's good looking. I don't think he has to be funny, bro. He could just stand there and that's it, dude. All the girls would just love him, dude. Well, I don't know what to do.
I wrote a joke for Mario Lopez. Man, people always say, do I like pancakes? Look at my face. Pancake
guy-
makeup. Hey, all right, people. You have a shout out to Finesse Mitchell. He has a special coming out when?
It's out right now on 800-pound gorilla. Slightly offensive. 800-pound gorilla. It came out last night.
Oh,
I got
shoot.
like 40,000 views already.
On YouTube?
Damn.
On YouTube. It's free.
We have a clip.
Bro, that's so
do?
cool.
Yeah, the one you sent me.
That's the special right there. Look at that suit, bro.
You get the clip I sent you?
I got you a suit. I got you a suit, Felipe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But it's not red. What color you want?
Oh, man, I don't know. Blue.
I knew you was gonna say blue.
I know people who mess with me. When I was dating, I cut that shit off mid-date if it didn't go the right way.
I like that joke.
I took this girl to see Star Wars. She was
Gonna
like,
rearrange
so
it.
all the aliens talk English? I said, no, let's go, bitch. That's it. That's it. No, nobody talk like that. Come on. No, if it starts there, I don't want to see what's down the road. Come on, come on. No, keep the popcorn. Come on, let's go. Come on. We're leaving.
I like that.
You know what, man? But
That's dope.
if the girl had big
When I
ass
was
titties,
dating,
you
I
could
cut
just
that
put
shit
that
off.
aside, huh?
If the girl had big ass
Ass
titties,
titties.
what?
You think ignore what she said about aliens.
Right.
But you're a looking guy, bro. You could turn down chicks all the time. Me, bro, a girl could fart at me while she's eating ribs and I go like this.
You know what?
Man, you know what? You're so different.
Smells like hope to me, baby.
This guy, bro, he been catfish with chicks that only show their faces.
Yeah.
And when he gets there, he has to stay there.
Yeah, there's one. This happened in 2017, Valentine's Day. This girl, I was single, she was single. She catfished me. She got all the good pictures. I think it was older pictures. And when I showed up, it was Valentine's Day, right? Night. It was like a booty call. We were messaging for a while. I get there and I'm walking towards her, and she's far away, but she's like, it's like, it's like she was
Rodrigo?
like Rodrigo, bro. It was like she was like, and I was so like.
And that tall?
No, like she was my height, and I was like, I was just so kind of like just like frustrated. I was like,
Right.
It's Valentine's Day though.
and I'm a nice guy. I'm like, dude.
She had a bulge in her pants.
Okay, so she had nice breasts, like pretty face and everything. And I just kind of fuck, dude, like this, like I can't do anything. I can't leave. So like we go inside, we're talking, and then she has a bottle of what's it called? She has a bottle of Patron, and then we're taking shots, and like we're having a good time, you know. So then like
What are you guys talking about?
I don't know, like
She didn't look like who you thought she was supposed to look like?
the face looked like and everything, but just she was bigger.
Oh, gotcha.
She was bigger.
Gotcha.
So then, like, really big, you know? Like, I'm not exaggerating. But she had, like, a pretty face and nice breasts.
Yeah.
And, like, we're taking shots, we're laughing and stuff like that. So we had sex, right?
Why you whisper it?
I don't know. We had sex. So then, like, so then we finished, and it was fun. And then I was...
Did
and
she
then,
get on top of you?
one time she got on top of me, but
It-
she...
it
But
felt like-
but you know, it's kind of like when you pet a dog. You know, it's kind of like when, you know not to do it hard, you know? It's like... So... It was fun, and the second time we did it, it was because I actually like her personality, you know? You know what I mean?
I'm still laughing at you said it's like when you pet a dog, you don't have to do it hard.
You're very gentle, you know? You're like, but she
So
knew.
you went back?
She knew not
She
to
knew-
break your last.
Yeah, she knew to be gentle with me, you know? But it was a fun time, bro. And I remember after that, she messaged me, hey, I had a fun time. If I ever want a booty call, I can hit you. I'm like, I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah, you know what I mean? I had a good time.
Man. Big girls are beautiful, bro.
It was fun, dude.
Big girls are beautiful.
It was it was a fun time.
I mean, they great personality.
You know what I was thinking?
Yeah,
Right-
beautiful.
Yes, great time, dude.
You know what I was thinking right now? You ever been in a friend zone? I know I
Yes,
have.
I
Right?
have,
You
yeah.
have?
Yeah.
But were you trying to get laid at the time?
Yes.
And you became a friend?
Yes.
You? Not me, bro. I became a friend. Just
After
a friend, but
yes.
I remember not trying to get laid, but I was like, hey, if it happens, it happens. But,
Right.
but I always thought like, okay, so you're friend zone now, right? But in the back of your head, you came in trying to fuck. I wonder how but then you get mad, like fuck this bitch, I'm not gonna be your friend. So you leave. You think the chick, bro, feels bad that she thought she had a friend, or she knew she was gonna lie to this motherfucker? Or do girls think that come in thinking that they're gonna be a friend to you, or how does this work?
They know right away if you're gonna be a friend forever, I feel. Unless you do something like, I don't know, different with like you switch their mind. I don't know, dude.
You got mind tricks, bro. How does it work?
Money and dick, bro.
Money and dick,
It's either one. So if they come in saying he's just gonna be a friend, but then you fuck around and have sex and it's good, it's because you had good
okay.
sex.
No, but
If they
before
come in and they
sex.
say, hey, he's just gonna be a friend, but all of a sudden you paying for shit, then they give you the sympathy pussy sometimes, if not, because you're paying for shit.
But I pay for
Okay,
shit
man. Let me
before,
explain
you
how.
don't
Let me
have
explain
to.
how friend zone works for people who are not good looking, bro.
Okay.
For people, friend zone for us is a girl. We're talking to this chick. We're talking to this girl, and the next day we're helping her move into her boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
like that. But we never had sex.
I've had that happen.
We
to
never
me.
had sex.
I've had a model chick when I was in my
Damn.
SNL years, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely gonna hit this. And I went over to her house, and within like 20 minutes, I'm painting her bedroom, bro.
Wow.
She had the paint on set up, and I thought this was gonna be some sexy shit where like on one of these movies you get paint on
Yeah.
somebody and then you start rolling around. Nah, man, I painted this bitch whole room.
You actually
and nothing.
painted, yeah.
And she was like, "Thank you for
Did you
coming
get
by."
paid?
No.
Wow.
She started talking to me about other dudes she liked.
That's the worst, dude. One time I drove this one girl I was interested in to go get to a dick appointment. Yeah, and I went in the
You
car.
were Uber?
No, I
you were-
was a friend because I was like trying to be nice.
Or
I'm
you were in
like,
training?
I picked her up. I liked her, and she's like, I want to go to this guy's house. I'm like, you know what? if she sees me doing this for her, she's gonna fall in love with me. I waited in the car until they were done, bro. Yeah.
Wow. Who is this guy? Who does that?
I did, bro.
Felipe, who are we sitting with? Like,
it was the worst, bro. It was the worst of times and the
I
best of
drove her
times.
to get
Waldo
some
right
dick,
here, bro,
and
for
I
little rascals.
waited for her to make sure she got home safely.
So,
Yes,
I drove her back.
so when she was done, you gave her a ride?
Yes, dude. I was waiting.
How long did you wait?
Like it was a whole night thing, dude. I
Did
had
she
time.
smell like sex when she got back in the car? Or
Like
did she,
you know the rubber.
Were you waiting there,
yeah,
like-
the rubber condom. You know, like yeah.
she gave it to you?
At least she was using condoms, so like, I felt good. You know, like this. You know, like she.
She gave you a souvenir.
I love
You
her, bro.
that's horrible. I drove her to go get some dick when I had dick on me.
I know, dude. It's like, it's like I.
And then I waited for her to finish. And she came back like
Yeah, it was the worst,
she
dude.
tapped on the window because you dozed off.
Yeah, hey.
What if she would have came back and all beat up and said, he raped me?
I would have to go in there and fight the guy, dude.
Because you was in love.
You would have said, lucky.
Oh
You was
fuck,
in love.
God. Well, I would have gone up there. Like, well, what's the code again? You know.
What if she would have came out and she was just like,
It was
he
the-
raped me and she was dripping in baby oil?
Did he? I mean, but it was back in the day, so I wouldn't know it was Diddy. You know, so like.
So you waited for her? Like, how long? It was like an hour, 2 hours?
It was a good while. I had enough time to go. What's it called? To go to McDonald's and eat inside, you know, and then go to park. Yeah.
What were you thinking when you were inside McDonald's waiting, bro? What was your mind? What was your thought process?
I was sad, bro.
You
I
should
was
have
like,
been asking yourself, were you gay? That's what you
I know, dude. I should have
Wait,
like.
You
You
should
were-
have been saying, I think I'm
you-
gay.
It
You were
was.
sad? Like, how sad? Like,
I was just like, man, how come not me? You know, but you know what? Once she, if I put it in the work, you know, it's like, no,
Did you-
that's not how it works,
Did you
dude.
hear the Incredible Hulk music at the end when it goes off? When he's David Banner and he still hasn't found what he's looking for and it goes, bloom,
Basically, bro, it was. This was 2010, bro. I remember.
That's
yeah.
horrible,
It
bro.
was, I was
yeah,
like,
you had
I
no
was like
game.
21, 22, yeah, dude.
If I'm driving a girl over to fuck somebody, we all fucking.
I should have joined them, bro. I should. You know
Yeah.
what? Fucking, we're gonna fucking Eiffel Tower you. You know, Paris, but the Paris in the IE, not like the
Should have called that big girl.
big girl. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, man, that was a good
Would've
time,
got it
bro.
poppin'. Yeah, you miss her. You got a girl now?
Yeah, good times,
okay.
yeah. But it's fun thinking about the old times, you know. Yeah.
That shit was 2 weeks ago. That one. Yeah, I drove a girl to go get some dick. And waited on her. And went to McDonald's, got something to eat.
It was
for her to come back.
man.
That's. Yeah,
I can't believe I
that's a
did that. You
first.
know, I like at my age now, I wouldn't do that. You know, like I can't. Yeah. No, you can't do that in your 30s. You know, fucking driving.
You
a
in your
girl.
30s?
Yeah.
Okay.
you would have left your dogs alone to go give that girl a ride now?
No, like your shit changes, dude. When you're fucking. Yeah, no. Like in your 20s, you're like all horny, bro.
If
but
she called you now and was like, you know what, I realized
No.
way back then that was fucked up and I want to make it up to you.
No, I got a
She
girl
looks-
now.
She's smoking hot though.
I got a girl. I can't do it, dude.
What are they saying, bro, on the live chat?
Will Rizzo kiss her after she played? If she was sad, Rizzo the kind of guy kiss you with a Big Mac breath and not even exaggerating.
no Rizzo.
You know he was crying. I wanted
bro.
to cry, dude.
Did you give her a hamburger when you came back? A Happy Meal?
No,
Bro,
we actually went to go eat at a.
Look, when my girlfriend,
I
when
want to see the live chat. What do I do to see the live
Go
chat?
to Felipe's YouTube and then you can see the live chat.
That's cool as shit.
Bro,
Type in
what-
Felipe Esparza on YouTube and then.
but that's bad. At least you volunteered for that, bro. When my baby mama was cheating on me, she brought the guy over to the house.
What?
And she brought the house over. She brought the guy she was cheating with over, and said that was her cousin to me.
Really?
Yeah, and that they were gonna he was gonna drive her to see her aunt in El Paso.
Did he look like her? Like they're
I wasn't
related?
even noticing, bro.
And you
I thought I was
believed
gonna have
him?
a weekend by myself.
You're like, fuck it.
I put my son and my daughter went inside his car, and then my lady, and then I put their stuff inside the car.
You helped them get laid.
Yeah.
You helped them.
I loaded all the luggage, and then my baby mama, who we were living together, she took off with another guy, and they went to El Paso.
This is like when the United States were helping Osama bin Laden train, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
and,
you helped the enemy, bro.
yeah, and She gave me a hug right in front of the guy and said, "I miss you." And I said, "I love you."
And you still, and when did you find out that wasn't her cousin?
I don't know how long it was.
Fuck, dude.
Y'all don't want to hear about my stories. I'm a legend in these streets.
What happened, bro? Who cheated on you, bro?
Tell us.
Cheated on me?
The model, huh?
Sure.
When you
She
okay,
was never mine, but
Go
I
ahead.
don't know.
when you I always want to. I mean, were you single when you got on SNL?
Yes and no.
How did the woman game change from like when you're like before SNL to like the level of like
I
was
was,
in
already,
football.
I was already dating some pretty.
He was in football, bro. He was playing like
in
OJ
football,
in high
yeah.
school.
I was in, to be in Miami at 18 years old and be playing for the Miami Hurricanes, which was a national championship college football
Yeah.
team, and being in Miami with every Caribbean and every type of woman ever.
everybody's
in
hot
that
in Miami,
city,
bro.
Yeah,
Everybody's
man.
hot in
When
Miami.
they signed you, when you were in Georgia, right in high school, did they have when you went to you were like looking at all the colleges? Did they take it when you went to Florida? They take you to that bowl where they say they brought a bunch of hoes and they give you money and you say, "Yeah, I want to come here."
No, that never happened to me.
Liar.
That
No.
never happened. No, that never happened to me. No, it's real talk. That never happened to me. I actually walked on. It was just one of those situations where I'm like, I can go play this here, this place, and this place. And you're like, I want to drive that car. And they were like, yeah, that car don't want you. So I had to actually call that car dealership and say, hey, man, I want to come down there and da-da-da. They were like, oh, send us your tape. Sent tape. Yeah, come on down. Try out. I'm like, yeah, shit, I'm on my way. But then they was like, you made the team. So I'm like, oh, Mom, I made the team. I'm going to Miami. So that was how I got down there. And then once I got down there, it was just like, head was just on a swivel. It was just people everywhere. And then once you got into comedy, comedy is sexy too. You know, you can start making people laugh. That shit is,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if you know the game, you put 250 people in the room, is 4 of them is hanging around after the show.
Oh yeah.
2 of them want to do something, especially at those ages.
Yeah. What's happening after?
You know
What's
what I
going on?
mean?
Like I don't know. What do you? Yeah.
Well, you might be driving a bitch to her boyfriend's house. I'm smashing. You know what I mean? But, you know,
It's
20-something
different for
years
him
later.
now, bro. Now the chick goes, takes her husband home, then leaves him there, then comes back in.
Yes, it's changed now. Yeah. Yeah. A 30-year-old woman be like, you know what? My husband's at home. I took him. Yeah.
Hey, my husband
I've
was
had
border
in my
patrol.
career
Everybody.
somebody come with their husband on a Thursday or Friday, and then they're back there by themselves with a girlfriend on a Sunday show. You know what I mean? And you're like, wait, what are you doing
I've
back?
seen that in my shows, bro, where I see either a woman or a man on a Thursday, and then later on they're by themselves with a bunch of different date. Then the guy is over there, and they know not to say in the front because you're gonna say, "Bro, weren't you here last week?"
That's so fun. Yeah, dude.
Ever happened to you, bro, where you see a couple that always go to your show, and then little by little you start seeing like the wife start getting sick, and then but they're still coming to the show, and they tell you, "What happened to your wife?" "Oh, she died."
No, that is.
Happened to me in Dallas.
That's dark.
And that is an improv. When they started coming to my show in 2012, I was here in 14. Then I saw the wife. She was like very sick.
Oh, that's sad.
You know, she got cancer, and then she passed away. But then that fool started coming with like a big crowd because in her honor or whatever. And so they keep coming, man.
And he introduced you to his new lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, somebody tweeted last week, "Hey, bro, I went to a funeral and you were part of the eulogy." But really?
Yeah.
And then, because this guy named, what's his name?
That's an honorable mention right there.
Yeah,
dude.
bro. I made the video clip, bro, in that funeral.
I've seen situations where the significant other, or the man or the woman, but especially when it's the woman, when she's dying, like cancer or something like that, and she's dying, it is a sad situation. But you go through it so long, and sometimes the people get mean and mad at life because they know they're dying, and they want you to go out and find somebody, da-da-da-da, I'm dying, leave me the fuck alone, da-da-da-da. And they just go through this stage of just like, not this, no, they like, get the fuck away from me. They're mad, you know what I mean? So by the time they actually pass, the dude literally has somebody, you know what I mean? Already. and which pisses off family and friends.
course,
and
yeah,
how
that's
do you
insane.
They don't
explain?
know.
The wife, my wife wanted, you know, it was hell the last year and a half. She told me to, you know
I
what
want to
mean?
record
So,
her
yeah,
saying all
man.
that stuff, you know, so people, yeah, hey,
I'll play that
she said
video.
this.
That
I'll play
grief,
that
bro.
video at the funeral, bro.
Yeah, hey, she said I got my bitch.
Don't hate, participate. One more thing. Oh man, shout out to Anthony Noriega. May you rest in peace, homie, all the way from San Diego.
R.I.P.
I
brother.
made there was a photo of me and his sister like this at the San Diego American Comedy Club. And there was another photo of me and him when I went to the Dodger game in San Diego.
That's so cool.
So shout out, homie.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Noriega.
Noriega.
So your special is out now, directed by Max Amini.
Maximini,
1
man.
hour long.
45 minutes long.
Is this your second
Hell yeah,
special,
dude.
third, fourth?
This is like my 4th special.
Damn,
Hell
fourth,
yeah.
And I
bro.
did it 2 years ago. I didn't want to put it out. I don't know why I didn't want to put it. I sent it to Netflix. I don't know if I sent it to Netflix. I sent it to Netflix, and you know, next thing I know, they're like, "Nah, man, our slate so you know." So
look-
Oh, they
dude,
told
I
me
didn't know
that
where
too.
to. Yeah, I
They
didn't
told
know
me
where
that
to
Production
too.
looks so great, dude.
Yeah, man, you know, we do the Laugh Factory, we do Comedy Store, but I'm a regular at the Laugh Factory here in LA. And, you know, Max sees me crush night after night. And one night he came up to me, he said, Finesse, I want to direct your special. And I was like, you do? He was like, yeah, I'm directing your special. Next thing I know, you know, and my wife used to be in the biz. So her and Max got together and just started putting everything together. Shit, I was on stage at the Bourbon Room in LA in like 2 months shooting that shit. But then when it was done, I had it for 2 years, bro. And then I just finally put it out.
Dude,
and
that's
I
awesome.
cut 15 minutes out because I was talking about politics and COVID. And I was like, nobody want to hear that COVID shit. So I took that out.
Bro.
And gave it to 800-pound gorilla. They put that shit out. And now everybody's like, ain't that the dad from Ant Farm on the Disney Channel?
Did 800 Gorilla, did they make a record too, LP?
Yeah, they made a record.
That's cool. They did that for me too.
Yeah. And what happened was, but I was smart enough, when I finished the special, I took all the audio and I knew what to do with it. So when we made the deal and they were like, oh yeah, and then we can take the record, and I'm like, I kind of already distributed that, but you can have the special. So there was some places that I didn't put the audio, so we just made a deal that just made sense, and then they were great partners. So shout out to 800-pound gorilla.
Is it on Sirius?
It's on Sirius, it's on Spotify,
Awesome.
it's everywhere it's supposed to be, and then you know, just getting the eyeballs on YouTube, you know, because my thing was, I'm dope, but I'm too into me. I don't have a team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just do comedy when the phone rings and I go out and I go smash, but I don't have the team. So I'm like, okay, let me get some people to like help support the Finesse Mitchell train, you know what I mean? Because I want to go to cities by myself, and I love clubs, but you know, I've never done a theater where it's like, oh, we just sold out the theater 2-3 nights in a row. You know what I mean?
That's badass.
I want to be you.
That's what I want to do one day, bro. Show up and go, Felipe, you sold out 5 nights at the Wilbur Theater. Try out your new material.
Oh.
Because
Like
it's
Bill
people,
Burr.
it's people doing that, right? But it's
Yeah.
also people doing that and they don't have the material. They don't have the chops. And I don't have nothing against them because they worked hard in other areas of the game to where they built up the fan base. And to be honest, I've been to those shows and the fan base don't care if they're not that funny. They
Yeah.
just came because they like that person.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, I want to build up the fan base. I got special after special after special.
Because you got the experience. You got the, yeah.
But I got it all in my head and or on tape. So I'm like, let me just start recording these. Instead of doing hours, let's just start doing 30 minutes and putting that shit out. And that's what I'm doing. you
Yeah.
know?
That's good.
Yeah, man, because that little short clip is like sometimes people don't want to, like young people don't want to watch the whole hour.
Right.
So you give them like, you feed them, bro, like a baby bird, bro. Like
Maybe, yeah.
2 minutes here, bro. And then next week, when they get hungry again, you give them another 2 minutes.
And then
Would you drop a clip like once a week or?
Yeah, once a week, 1 minute, bro.
and then from your whole special, right? Like, and after that, you recycle from the like. It's like after like a couple
Bro, I drop
months.
clip from all the specials I ever had.
That's good. Yeah,
Right.
that's good.
But you don't chop them up.
Hell, I don't even know how.
Right. But that's what I'm
I
saying.
got somebody to do that.
That's what I'm saying. So
Getting the team.
getting the
Yeah.
team or just getting the one person, like Matt Rife used to open up for me, you know. But I've seen Matt's team, you know. there's things that we
Shout
can
out to
learn from each
Christina
other.
Shams.
Yeah, Shammy's in it.
Shams, yeah.
And Matt has a dope team, so I've learned stuff just by watching him and his team, and I'm
Because
like,
he has time to focus on other stuff.
material.
Because if it was him like editing everything, like cutting it, yeah,
Bro,
it'd be
his
like-
team is editing and chopping up later that night.
That's nuts, bro. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just did Adam Ray when he does Dr. Phil, and we just did this theater in Atlanta. But I was in the lobby after the show, and his team was already uploading
That's
stuff
nuts,
and
bro.
And it was like, yo, Finesse. I was like, what's up? Anything you want cut out? Anything you said that you didn't like? And I was like, when I was talking about Jesse Eisenberg, whatever that kid's name is from the Social Network, that movie.
Eisenberg, yeah.
Yeah. I said, yeah, that was pretty cruel what I said about him. So cut that out. They was like, you got it. I said, wait, y'all editing right now? They were like, yeah. I was like, holy shit. See, that's what I need.
Yeah, that's nuts. Because like, as comedians, like when we film ourselves and stuff like that, like I could just be sitting on footage for like fucking weeks. Because I'm like, I'm too lazy to fucking edit
Bro, I
this
got
shit.
80 shows on hard drives. I'm just like, I need somebody to chop this shit up.
Bro, yeah,
know?
dude.
Because that's the difference between what everybody's, feeding them like a baby bird, like you said.
It's like giving like.
You still smoke weed?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Because the homie back there, he also works at Be Real TV, and then maybe he could help you get on that show too. You could promote your special there.
Be Real
with
from
Cypress Hill.
Cypress Hill, yeah. They got a big following.
They have a big ass studio, bro. They were Be Real when Cypress B from Be Real, right? When he's in town, they do the Be Real TV every day, and they have a lot of old school rappers.
Those rappers, and it's a huge like fan
And then
base.
people don't just chat; they're watching the show, and they're doing it like if Be Real lights it up, everyone is watching lights up too, and they all comment.
Yeah, dude. And then homeboy does another podcast too. It's called We Don't Smoke the Same. Bro, I don't even smoke weed. I go in there, hang
Who you
out.
pointing at? How you?
Oh,
Ray.
behind the curtain. Yeah, Ray, yeah. Ray gun.
Pay no attention to the man in the behind the curtain.
Bro, you get high in that podcast, dude.
Also, there's a lot of loose cables, bro, there too, man. So you gotta watch your feet. You might get twist your ankle.
That's right.
Going nowhere. But I've done a bunch of podcasts where people sound. I don't know what just happened. I sound amazing now.
Oh, dude, okay.
Maybe
HD,
a
bro.
quarter or something.
you moved it by accident. Yeah. Stay in that position. Don't lose it. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, don't lose. Yeah.
yeah.
Like-
I sound
like-
amazing.
You done a lot of podcasts, what?
Nah, I've done a lot of podcasts where people are smoking or firing up and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Like I know
I'm
for
just-
a fact that podcasts I deal with these guys, the times I've done it, the fire detectors don't work because there's so much smoke in there.
Right.
Like, yeah, for sure. Like, yeah. Okay, there you go.
What?
No, for sure, for a fact, the fire detectors don't work in there because fucking all the smoke in there, dude,
Right.
like, it should have gone off, you know?
Bro, and also Be
Well,
Real.
it's not a fire detector. It's a smoke detector.
Be
Damn
Real.
it, dude,
Be
I'm
Real's
dumb.
If it's a fire, it's too late.
Be Real's a legend, bro.
So is he? Because Cypress Hill is 3 people, right?
It's
and
4.
it's 4
'Cause there's Ernie.
Who's the bald head guy?
That's Be Real.
Okay.
And then there's Scent Dog, and then
Who's the black guy?
Scent Dog. And then Bobo, he plays percussion. He used to play for the Beastie Boys, and his dad is Ernie Bobo. Bum 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 bum. Fried neck bones and some curved fries. Yeah, man. They went to London like not so long ago to do a concert with the Philharmonic of London, bro.
How many dispensaries do they have?
Fuck, dog, all over the world.
Dispensaries, right?
Yeah, they and also they hook you up with a lot of good treats.
Yeah. Because the one down by
Inglewood.
the airport, yeah, in
Good one.
Inglewood. But did they sell it, or was it Snoop's and then they took it over?
No, it's Green Thumb.
Green Thumb.
Yeah, Green Thumb.
It's Green Thumb now.
Yeah,
But is that them?
that's them.
So they're Dr. Green Thumb?
Yeah, Dr. Green Thumb. Hello, my name is Dr. Green Thumb. I'd like to tell you
That's
where I'm
crazy,
from.
yeah.
But Dr. Green Thumb, that's directly
Yes. It's
to Cypress Hill.
It's a side brand that's separate from the group, but it's theirs.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a side enterprise.
Because they have one up in my neighborhood in West Hills off of Roscoe. But man, my brand is Lemon Poppers, bro. I love
Is that the one that's
Super-
next to a very busy restaurant that's always packed? It's like a soul food restaurant right next door to it, right?
Yeah, there's. I think so. It's on
Yeah,
Roscoe.
yeah.
And but it's brand new. It's only been up there a month.
Oh, because not even that
2
much.
months. No, it's only been up there 2 months. But the one I go to when I go to play poker, I play poker in Inglewood. So the one sometimes I go down off of La Tierra or whatever, that green thumb.
You play poker at a casino or someone's house?
Yeah, no, the casino.
Damn.
Hollywood Park.
Dude, that's a badass. Cause dude, they have good food in
I
there,
play
dude.
y'all. The food is amazing.
It's in, dude. Casino food's good.
I was in there
bro.
last night. Every time I go do a set at the Laugh Factory Comedy Store, because I drive all the way down from, West Hills to go to Sunset, but then me and Tehran, you know Tehran,
Yeah.
with the bathrobe, Tehran. So I'm like,
Yeah, with the backpack.
yeah, we just look at each other like, yeah. So we go all the way down to Inglewood. We play cards till 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning.
You ever go to Commerce Casino?
It's too far.
Too far from here.
Yeah, I've been there though.
Good Chinese food there, bro. Good. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
So the other one too, the one after 710.
Oh, Bicycle Casino has
Bicycle.
Bicycle Casino has really good sushi, bro. At this one, they have a sushi restaurant there. Fucking good, dude.
But that's what they do. They, the food is going to be amazing. It's like a strip club.
It has to be good,
Like
yeah.
when you go to a 3-star, 4-star strip club, I mean, the from the shrimp to the wings, some of them have lobster.
Slippery
Crab legs.
Yeah.
I don't like those for strip
Lemon
bars,
pepper
bro.
chicken wings. Like when the Lakers won.
I like my
I
strip
heard that
hungry.
Deja Vu has these guys on TikTok were rating the strip club food, and Deja Vu has the best wings, bro.
I didn't even know they sold food there, bro. I like my strippers staying hungry, bro. Like, I like when a stripper by the bathroom sharing a small bag of chips, bro.
Yeah. You know, these girls get fat.
I know they're gonna give you a good lap dance, bro. Whenever there's food, I'm a fat fool, bro.
Yeah.
Would you like a table dance? Yeah, man, but those mozzarella sticks, you can't beat those, baby.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly, and I did have it. Somebody used to tell me that Sam's Hofbrau in downtown LA had the best pizza, and it was fucking good, dude. Yeah, is right? Bro.
All I know is
Put booty sweat on that pizza, bro.
when they had the COVID NBA finals and everybody was quarantined, what they call the bubble championship
Yeah.
or whatever, and Lou Williams snuck out and went to Atlanta to
Yes!
Magic City. And they said, "Why'd you go?" He said, "To get some lemon pepper wings."
That's hilarious.
So you got caught leaving the fucking bubble to go to Magic City to go get some damn chicken wings, bro.
So you been
come
to that
back.
Magic City strip bar?
Yeah, I'm from Atlanta. I grew up there.
Oh man, so you been there?
No, how is that? Is that like comparable to what? Like,
I mean, that to me, there was nothing comparable to Magic City, because, and in Atlanta, it was all sort of like the strip club capital of the United
People
States.
drop serious money at that place?
Yeah.
like what can you see?
In Atlanta during those days, and especially its heyday, I mean, I don't know if y'all heard of the group. I mean, the drug dealers, BMF, but they had their own
BMF,
TV
yeah.
show. But like, there was already a lot of shit going on in Atlanta with the athletes and the whatever and drug dealers. But then when BMF came in from Detroit and all this place, I mean, you couldn't even see the floor, bro. It was just that much money being thrown around. And I don't know how it was just not being, like, I literally used to do the whole scraping up money with my feet, trying to walk out of there with like $88 in singles, to pay for parking and shit like that. But which is way too much money. Yeah, man.
Nuts.
It was literally a movie.
They were overpaid, huh?
I don't even think that they were paying like you're walking in there with like $20K to throw it up in the air, and that's one person, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's one person.
Bro, they were stacking.
They come out with stacks of money in plastic,
The strippers.
huh? For the strippers.
And the strippers
but-
are like,
And then you put like $1,000 in once, bro, on a little gun, and you go, brrrah, you shoot at them.
blasting a bitch like this.
Brrrah. That's where I got those fake hundreds for that machine. Brrrah.
I'll tell Felipe, we could
Bro,
we could go to a village in Mexico.
Oh, those are
Beat
fake?
your ass.
Yeah, and they wouldn't tell that.
Bro, I did a show for American Insurance in Atlanta. For American Insurance with Tony Rock and Gary Owen. And the other comedian that was on SNL. Edward? No. forgot his
Dean
name.
Edwards.
Dean Edwards. That's his name, right? Dean Edwards? He was on SNL.
Yeah.
And those fools went to a club, right? And they told me to meet them there, all right? And I get to the club, bro. This club had a line that was from here to just leave.
Really?
Leave, bro, leave. And then they had a VIP line that was less packed, but it was still packed.
This was in the city of New York?
Atlanta. And then when I got there,
Yeah.
there was a big ass cop who looked like Don Baylor, bro, like big, bro, like fucking that dude from the fucking
How long ago?
White Sox.
How long ago?
2014, 18 probably.
Yeah.
And
Was it a night strip club?
I didn't even go in there. It was a club, and they were fucking. He started beating that dude up with one of those stretched nightsticks, right? And I said, "Let's just leave, man." The place was called the Compound,
Oh yeah. That's a regular club.
and they charge you $1,000 as soon as you come in for a table service.
Bottle service?
You gotta have a bottle service. You can't get in.
It looks like you're about to ride an amusement ride because the line would wrap up and down like that, and so people have to walk like they're literally walking to get on a roller coaster.
It was worth the hype.
Bro, chicks.
I mean, it was compound.
Chicks at that club were walking out with child support payments, bro. That's how many ballers were there.
Anybody in the chat ever partied or been to Atlanta, Georgia to party in Buckhead or go to a strip club or any of that stuff? I just want to know because sometimes all this shit that we see in movies and they do the club scene or the strip club scene, they are mimicking what they actually have seen.
It's not exaggerated.
But it's not exaggerated, but it's still not even comparable to what the real thing is.
So male strip bar be busting down at rib joints out of nowhere?
Rib joints?
Yeah, like a male stripper extravaganza would just pop out a private event anywhere.
A male stripper? I don't know shit about male strippers.
Because sometimes I was watching a show in the South where they hired, it was a bachelor party, and they hired some black strippers, guys.
Yeah.
And they just started stripping right there in the middle of nowhere, bro, like at a restaurant, bro.
That's funny, dude.
In Atlanta or just in general?
But it was a private event.
Oh, okay.
But they showed up to the restaurant, dog. Like, it was closed.
Best strip clubs are in Tijuana. They had a strip club in Tijuana called, what was that big one?
Hong Kong.
Adelitas?
Yeah. No.
Hong Kong.
Yeah,
Chicago?
That's the most popular one, Hong Kong, yeah.
Where you go across the street when you find the girl you like and there's the hotel.
I think the hotel is actually in the same place. It's like
it's the same thing, right?
If you go on the Hong Kong Instagram, it's insane, bro.
I'm not pulling that up on my phone.
Hey, pull it up, Raven.
So, yeah, pull it up. I'm not pulling
Bro,
it up.
you go to the Hong Kong TJ Red Light District page on Reddit, and there's a bunch of dudes from Los Angeles who are gonna drive to Hong Kong tomorrow night, and they're like real cheap guys. They're talking about, hey man, I'm going there tomorrow night, man. Let's keep it at 100, bro. Nobody pay more than that. Because sometimes these guys don't want to pay
the
more.
club and the hotel?
Yeah, it's all.
Why is it so tall?
I think because the hotel's on top.
It's like the game of death. It's like the game of death, bro.
You ever been in there? You ever been in there?
No, I heard from friends. There's so many videos online that you can see. It's insane, bro. Like on Instagram, if you go on Instagram, like they shows you a whole bunch of things, like how fucking.
I went there, bro, with my wife, and just to check it out. And
How far is it from San Diego?
It's
Let
so.
me tell you, bro. You hop on a Uber and you catch that shit to the border. You walk out of the border. There's a limousine right there with Hong Kong. That limousine will take you to Hong Kong. You give the guy $20 for the ride. You tell that fool to wait for you outside when you come out. You tell the security guard you want to go back to the border. Give the guy another $20. He drives you back in front of the border. You don't gotta see nobody. Nobody bothers you.
Basically, it's like a hotel shuttle that picks you up at the airport. You just cross
From
the border.
San Diego.
Yeah, not San Diego. Once you go to TJ, and then like
once you cross the border.
there's other it's not just that place, but there's like a restaurant, Las Palmas. I don't know, this marisco place. They'll drive you to the restaurant. You don't gotta actually work hard.
That's crazy.
Uber to the border. Get out of the Uber.
Limousine right there
Limo
outside.
on the other side.
Because
of the
you can
border.
park your car on the border right there on the United States part, and they have a good security. When we go do comedy shows in TJ in Spanish shows, or we just go get tacos? Or,
Bro, or like cheap ass Rodrigo, bro. He parked his car in San Diego and went to Hong Kong or went to TJ with Flaco. And then he noted that the time was expiring. That fool crossed the border again to put meter in the car and then came back and went back to TJ.
See, my ass would go down there.
I mean, I wouldn't park my car in TJ, you know? Yeah.
I would go down there and then cross the border, party, lose my wallet, and then go back to the border and can't get back in and be like, because she took my wallet. I had a wallet.
I mean, they can look you up, you know, on the computer, but.
See, I've never.
You just put your fingerprints.
Yeah, they have the fingerprints. Oh, yeah.
At the border.
Yeah.
Where you can prove that you're an American
Yeah,
citizen.
yeah.
and all that shit.
They basically have like all your information.
I've never been. I've never been
You never been
to the
TJ?
border.
Let's go.
I've never been, bro.
Bro, next thing you do, next thing you do a show.
I'm about to be in San Diego at the American Comedy Company in August.
Bro.
But I've never like been down
If you
there.
like tacos and lobster, it's the place.
The best tacos in TJ, bro. No, it's not code for fucking, it's actual good
You get
taco.
a fucking lobster, garlic lobster burrito with rice and beans for like 18
How far is
bucks.
TJ
18
from
bucks.
San
18
Diego?
bucks, right?
It's
Was it
dude,
20
yeah.
bucks?
30 minutes or an hour
25 minutes?
to get to the border?
Yeah,
from
it's like
San Diego?
right there, bro. You just take the 5. People accidentally fucking drive to Mexico because like the freeway, it's like the same freeway. So sometimes if you miss your exit, you'll end up in TJ, dude.
Yeah, but don't you have to stop at the
No.
border and they check you?
No, TJ, they don't stop you.
No.
You drive into Mexico by accident.
They just look at you and go,
So that shit I see on TV where there's the big thing and
lying, bro. That's another. That's probably another
It's
state.
on the way back, but nobody stops you going to TJ.
On the way into Mexico, there's a cop, and if you look stupid or swerving, he's gonna stop you. But he's just like, everybody, come on in. But coming into America,
you got to get in that line.
everybody
Yeah.
is in that line. But they have express lines. But there's also an app that I have, and I have all the borders in America. So I just put San Isidro, and
Yeah.
it tells me the drive line is 25 minutes. The walk-in line is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So it tells you what time, how fast, bro. One time it was like 2 hours, bro, walking,
Wow.
To get back in.
yeah.
That's like the weekends are the craziest ones to get back because it takes forever, especially during the daytime. But nighttime, it's chill. But yeah, dude. So like basically driving to TJ is kind of when you drive from like Arizona to like California, like in those you see those little like inspections, and they just tell you to go like this. That's how it is going to TJ,
They
bro.
just tell you to come
Yeah,
on
like that, dude. But like Felipe say, if you look suspicious going in there, then like
Also, man, if you're gonna just go in like this, you're gonna be cool. But if you're going in with a fucking backpack and podcast equipment and cameras, they're gonna charge you, right?
yeah, they charge you like a tariff. Like me
tariff.
and the comedian that does the podcast here, we were doing a podcast in TJ with our homie, and we walk in there, and these guys, like, we put our backpack through the x-ray, and then they're like, what is this, a podcast? It's made in America. You got to pay us a tariff, like
Exactly.
20% on the... They're trying to charge a homeboy 20% on the original price on the fucking podcast machine.
Because a lot of Americans, they go into Mexico and sell electric stuff without
Yeah.
without no paying anything.
Right.
And then homie's like, dude, I bought this used. So like, don't fucking charge me the fucking...
That's always been a thing. Like a lot of products in America, they're hard to get in Mexico. So they're more expensive in Mexico than they are here.
Right.
Yeah.
But TJ is safe. No
TJ's chill, bro.
Sinaloa cartel and all that shit that
I always-
you watch on Narcos. And
I
all
always tell people the same thing. It's like being out here, bro. You're not... If you're like in the bad areas looking for it, you're gonna fucking get caught up. It's like here in LA.
Right.
If you're hanging out like on fucking like what? Like
Don't
a
say
fucking
a black neighborhood.
There's a lot of Nigerians
I mean, it's
now.
now mostly Mexican. Slauson and Avalon, like I used to work at the high school, at the elementary school there. But like fucking East LA, if you go to like the bad parts of East LA, like you're gonna like run into trouble, So yeah.
Right.
But like in
I've never been to any bad neighborhood in LA.
Also,
Been out
man,
here for
if you're
20
in
years.
Mexico, any part of Mexico, and if you're trying to find drugs, you're gonna get in trouble. That's
Yeah.
it. Bottom
Same
line.
thing as out
You
here,
want to try to
bro.
walk in with a vape pen or a stupid joint, might as well just leave that shit in America, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
even get
don't fuck around.
involved. don't be trying to look for a joint. If that's when your cousin, don't ask.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's crazy over there.
They'd
Like,
be like, follow me. Come on, I got you. Follow me.
Yeah.
it's
dude.
crazy over there. Because I remember I was talking to a band member. He told me that they got a bunch of weed in this area of Mexico, right? And the guy said when they were leaving, the guy stopped them and said, "Man, you guys can't take the whatever you have left over into the next town." He goes, "Why?" Because different people run the marijuana game over there.
Yeah, dude.
And they don't want to see the other weed that's not in theirs there because they keep it serious. It's like you buy Doritos here, but over there it's all Lay's. Impossible. You can't have Lay's.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like
So you could do drugs in that town, like band member said, but you can't take those to another town or.
Right.
Because everybody has to. You have to spend money over there too. Everybody has to
I believe
eat.
it. You ain't got to tell me twice.
yeah, dude.
If I go to Mexico or go to TJ, I'm just going because I've never been.
It's a cool area, bro.
But I don't need to go over there and smoke weed and all that stuff.
Tacos,
But also you
tacos,
could
bro.
go with your family to San Diego, and then there's a bridge, and then you cross the bridge, and then you're inside the Tijuana airport, and your flights are much cheaper to fly like to Acapulco, Mazatlan, or any Mexico City. A lot of Americans do that.
I did that when I flew to Mexico City last
was cheaper,
summer.
right?
Dude, from TJ to fucking Mexico, because you're flying domestically, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And dude, it was only like round trip, it was like $150. And it was like,
I've never been to Mexico City.
bro, it's
They have a lot of
like-
stand-up now.
a lot of stand up in English out there, yeah. A lot of Americans living out there.
They hipsterize that place.
Yeah, dude,
Let's go.
You know what's funny
go.
about
Let's go
Mexico
and do a
City?
showdown there.
let's go.
One thing I learned about Mexico City from him, because you know they say that all these immigrants, they're coming in from Mexico, and how come you don't just stay there if you love it so much? But the people who actually live in Mexico City, like anybody who lives in the city,
The remote workers.
they don't need to go to America because they're doing fine.
Yeah.
It's all the people like from my hometown who live in the mountains, who live far, who have to really
Who live
drive
in the-
far to us.
Who live in the country.
Like people from where I used to live, when I grew up, there were no jobs, and they have to actually like you have to leave town. You're either gonna go to Mexico City and try to find a job,
Yeah.
or you're gonna go live in Tijuana and build a residence, and then hopefully you try to petition to go into America.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mexico City is like a modern city, man. It's bigger than New York.
Yeah.
I heard. Yeah.
Mexico City is the biggest city in North America, and it has the most museums in all of like the world.
You see, there's people out there who you run into who are comics, who have no idea, they're not thinking like I gotta go to Mexico to United States to survive, right?
No, they're just
But they're doing
performing-
fine in Mexico
They're
City.
doing
Yeah.
fine in Mexico City, and like there's so many English comedy shows going on out there because there's so many Americans that live out there, and like
Right.
it's crazy, dude. Yeah, it's cool.
Who were the big Mexican comedians down there?
Carlos Vallarta,
Carlos Vallarta,
he has
there's
long hair with
Yeah.
glasses like Kurt Cobain.
Jamie invited some people to come up for one of the Netflix things, Netflix weeks. But
There's
what's his
also-
name? Enrique, who used to work with Jamie.
Yeah, Enrique. He owns a comedy club now in downtown, right?
yeah. Upstairs or the
Upstairs.
Yeah.
Was it
Him and
Franco,
Sarah Mello.
Yeah.
Franco Escamilla from Mexico too?
Enrique opened up the Pittsburgh Improv.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. It's crazy, man. I saw, dude. So like TJ like has like it's like out here, you know, like there's like the nice areas and there's all like the hood areas. I saw a guy who rents like a fucking studio for $60 a month. Then I'm gonna send the video to fucking to Ray so you can it's insane. And a lot of people are saying, how come you just don't like fucking fix it up? And he's like, nah, dude, I'm renting it, but like so I can fucking find the
Is it a big space?
Your wife sings, or she's
Yeah, she sings. You know, she sings. She has a great voice.
like
She doesn't sing professionally, nothing
Oh.
like that. You know, her dad does.
who's her dad?
El DeBarge.
Al DeBarge. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
I went in a rabbit hole about them.
It's the rhythm of the night.
Not Yeah, that is it.
Rhythm of the night. I like that song, dude. So 80s. With
Yeah, Rhythm of the Night. That is a song.
Hey, their dad
slow
was
drum?
mean, huh?
Huh?
The real dad was mean, huh?
The real dad?
Yeah, Aldebar's dad.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
look at this guy, $60 a month in Tijuana.
Side of this situation, $60. For $60, this is what you're gonna get. It's a little bit more on the simple side, but you get the best luxury of all time when you get this apartment. That's the space. Look, you can stretch right here. You can pop push-ups like this. Look.
Pop push-ups.
His floor is do they have
That's
carpet or
concrete.
dirt?
That's concrete.
I think, yeah, it's concrete.
You have your bed.
Is that the bathroom in that little door?
Yeah, there's another video where it shows the bathroom.
Here you got your kitchen.
That's a cold ass room.
Kitchen pretty simple. Restroom back here and a shower. Over here you got your little space to put whatever you need and a refrigerator. $60, folks. $60. I mean, you really can't be choosing in this type of situation.
For $60, I will fucking fix that place.
What does the
up.
outside look like?
I think it's like an apartment, like a ghetto
They got a
apartment
food
complex.
for less and a...
Bro, you start fixing that up, bro. You won't have a motivation to move out, dog.
Yeah.
So.
You ain't gonna spend no
Yeah.
money fixing that. That's why he's saying for $60, because he's gonna leave it exactly like it is.
Yeah. I'm seeing the restaurant so you can see a Ray.
What's up, people? Go check out your Finesse Mitchell special. What's your special?
Slightly offensive, 800-pound gorilla media. Go to it if you want to laugh. Tag a friend, tell a friend. You know, I've been in the game a long time. I know what I'm doing. So if you just want to laugh and find, and this shit 2 years old, and get ready for the new one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is @FinesseMitchell. My TikTok is finessemitchell0, because I got locked out of Finesse Mitchell. So now I'm Finesse Mitchell 0. Yeah, so follow me on Instagram. Click one of the links. My link to my special is on my Instagram bio, or just go to finessemitchell.com.
You got your clip?
Oh yeah, I sent it to Ray, the restroom.
You have shows coming up?
Yes, July 18th, I'm headlining Spotlight Comedy Club Casino in Coachella.
Oh, they have a comedy club inside?
Yeah. July 18th, so come on out, guys. It's me fun. Let's party.
What else you got?
And then I'm doing the Who's Got Talent tour. And then I'm going to be headlining, actually. I'm going to be in Chicago for a whole week doing the Who's Got Talent. And I'm going to be doing my own show at the Avondale Music Hall.
Awesome, bro.
September 12th, Chicago, Illinois. I'll be there for a whole week hanging out.
So you're doing the shows with Who's
Got Talent? Yeah.
At the place?
We're doing a show at
Zanies? Schaumburg?
I feel bad for looking this up, man.
So right there.
August 22nd and 23rd, I'm at the San Diego American Comedy Company.
Woo!
What are the
That's
dates
gonna be my
again for
first-
San Diego American Comedy Club? There it is.
August
There you
22nd
go.
and
Hell yeah.
23rd. Yeah. Oh, I'm opening up for I'm hosting Matt Rife's Madison Square Garden in New York,
Oh, damn.
When?
July 18th and 19th.
On
He's at
top of the
Madison
world,
Square
Mom.
Garden.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's what I remember when the Dice Man did the Madison Square Garden the first time. I'm on top of the world, Mom.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Shit,
dude.
I gotta add this American Comedy Company. I just saw my schedule. I'm like, oh shit, it ain't even up there. I guess it's new. They just told me if I asked me if I wanted to go down there.
I'm going to be at the Route 66, Albuquerque, New Mexico, coming up. And I'm going to be at the Urban Improv.
You got a dope photographer, bro.
Yeah,
Let
man.
me see that picture. Go
Irvine's
back.
always fun, dude. Ooh.
I forgot where I met that guy. That was at Venice Beach, actually.
Really? That looks so cool, dude.
Yeah, outside the hotel.
Dope, bro. Like a fucking movie. Where your
Yeah.
movies at?
Oh, man. I have a movie right now. I'm not like that no more. It's, man,
Classic.
we'll bring it out on Christmas
It's
again.
a hood classic.
Really? When
Yeah,
did it
yeah.
come out? When did it?
2010, 2009. I shot that movie when I was an alcoholic, bro.
Yeah, and you still got the work done. So that shows alcohol's not the problem. No, man.
So when I was an alcoholic. I want to watch it. So
I'm
somebody
not
send me the
like
link.
that no more.
What, you was gay?
No, that was the name of the movie. I'm not like that no more. And what else? I mean,
Yo, money.
streaming everywhere right now. Movie with Jay Moore, Paul Rodriguez, Eric Spears. I have one guest star. I'm a guest star in that movie. It's called Holy Cash.
Good movie. It's funny, dude.
Also, that movie is playing at every hotel room that Mario Lopez is hosting.
Yeah, Mario Lopez is the first thing you see.
Are you teaching Mario Lopez comedy for real?
Nah, I'm just joking.
Okay.
But you know, you ever been to a hotel room and Mario Lopez is like the host of the hotel?
Yeah.
So Paul Rodriguez made a deal with, I don't know how he got Mario Lopez to do it, but our movie is, if Mario Lopez is talking in your hotel room,
He promotes
Holy Cash is playing there.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
So now a plane at any hotel, at Doubletrees and Marriott's,
Yeah.
It's like having your Bible at the hotel, bro. It's
yeah,
like
man, run
having
into the Gideons.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back. And coming up, you'll be at. I always see
You do a lot of impersonations?
a little bit, just a little. Sometimes it just depends. I tried to tell you that Kamala wouldn't be that bad, but you fools wouldn't listen.
You
You fools wouldn't listen because she's a woman.
I miss Obama.
And now look at you. The AutoZone is a ghost town. Nobody's hanging out in the front anymore.
Bro, it's a ghost town. No more taco trucks. People are scared. I was like, how was Disney?
How was who?
Well, when you were working
When I was
with
on a Disney Channel? It was just a job I didn't want at the time because I thought I was going to be the next Will Smith or somebody else. I wanted to do like the Michael Bay shit, running through the city with the gun and you know what I'm saying? But
it's still gonna happen.
it's still going to happen.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. And but no, Disney audition came up, and at the time you're like, yeah, I'll go. And I was
Because that was a big show. Like
I was gonna tank it. I was gonna go in there and just tank it. I actually was sitting in the car in the parking lot, and my agent called me and said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in the parking lot." And he was like, "Why aren't you inside?" I was like, "Man, I'm going." He was like, "Man, go in there. They're waiting on you." I go in there, and the girl China McClain, she came up to me and she said, "Finesse, I'm such a huge fan. I know your stuff from Saturday Night Live, Comic View, da. And then the other kid came up to me and said, "Finesse, man, you a legend, bro. You dope." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay. What are y'all doing here?" And it was like, "You're testing today." I said, "This isn't just an audition." And I looked in the room and it was like 4 people in there, and I only knew Tony Rock, but it was like 4 people in there. It was like, "No, we're testing."
Oh, Tony Rock was
He was auditioning for it, I
Oh
think.
shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
But you know how sometimes you go and audition as a casting director,
Yeah.
and then you go and audition as a producer. Well, you go in there and audition as the producer and the network. So that's what they call a test. And I'm like, how am I going straight to test? I don't know none of this shit. So they was like,
So they had you in mind and ready.
yeah, they like go out there and learn the shit and come back in. So I was like, all right. So I went in there and I did my thing, and it was like, they called me the next day and said, "You got it." And I was like, fuck yeah.
Bro, I've been cast to do voiceovers where I voice over the whole character, bro, for the whole movie. And they paid me what they were going to pay me. And then they gave me a month later, we're going to go a different direction.
No.
But you could keep that money like we paid you, like you were going to actually be in the movie. And I said, all right.
Damn, that's crazy, dude.
There's a movie called The Fool.
The Fool.
Yeah, with starring the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I can't
I
think of
forgot
it.
his name.
Yeah, the
Charlie
little
Day.
Charlie
Charlie
Day.
Day, yeah.
I have his phone number. He called me, and he shot that movie The Fool, and there was a guy who had narrated the movie, and that movie, bro, I narrated the whole movie, bro.
Fool's Paradise.
They paid you
Yeah.
for the whole thing.
Yeah, and then they went a different direction.
You know, you said the movie was called The Fool.
Yeah.
I heard food paradise. That sounds like food with a
It was called something else, it was.
Oh, let me write down.
It's
that
a
other
strange movie, bro, but it's weird.
joint. Food. But what's
Yeah.
the one that you said that is a hood classic?
Oh, his movie.
I'm not like
I'm
that
not like
no
that
more.
anymore.
I
Yeah.
like that no more.
Also, Primo. Nah, just kidding.
What do you
What's
oh,
up,
yeah.
Food Podcast, man?
Hell yeah. So yeah, it's me. September 6th, Avondale, the same theater, Avondale Theater, with Who's Got Talent. And then a week later, I'm gonna be doing my own show at the same place. So I'm gonna be in Chicago for like a whole week. So
I just want y'all to watch my special. It's free. It's on YouTube.
Go watch it, man.
800-pound gorilla media. Slightly offensive. And then if you like it, share the link with all your friends.
Comment.
And comment. That helps the little algorithm. I can't even say the word. But that helps it. And then, you know, if you ever see me performing with Felipe, come check us out.
Check us out, fool. Thank you very much for being on the What's Up Fool podcast, fool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a sick-ass suit you're wearing, dude.
Oh, yeah.